Hey there everyone, this is Seb, and do you know what I feel like? I feel like playing a very dumb game. And everybody's been playing some Vampire Survivors, and that game is the epitome of a dumb game. It's just so brain dead and simple, and I love it. It's super fun and addicting, and it should have any right to be, but it is. But as I said, everyone's been playing that, so let's play some Nomad Survival instead, because that's different. But mostly on the same lines. Oh, first you had to move the cursor with the right analog stick, but they actually implemented some menu moving with the actual D-pad. That's handy. So what do I play as? Let's go for the Crusader, I guess. And should we try and make this sort of challenging? Okay, so I cannot heal. And this is actually okay. So this menu doesn't work as well with just the D-pad. This is one thing I really enjoy over Vampire Survivors. I'm not saying one is better than the other because they both have their pros and cons, but this is one item that I really enjoy from this game. Also the characters play as much as you actually play, but they are much different from each other, which is nice. But this game speed option, it doesn't change anything from the actual game mechanics, it just speeds up the whole game process. So you know, if you want to make things a bit more interesting and speeds things up, that's an option here, which I highly appreciate. Anyway, let's go for normal mode, and yeah, let's just go and play some very stupid game because it's just simple. And I actually wanted to just have a video out to have a bit of a talk, but not actually. Yeah, I want to build up my size here. Not actually break out the camera and just have a little update video like this with some gameplay. And for that, these type of games are just super handy. And some of you might be complaining now, well, oh, this is just a rip-off of Vampire Survivors. No, it's not. I mean, yeah, it kinda is. What do I want? I guess movement speed will be handy down the line. But yeah, let me remind you that Vampire Survivors is not that original in and of itself. It's well, it I keep telling it, but it is a dumb idea. It's just very simplistic. For those who don't know, these are basically reverse bullet hell shooters. I am not like, the only thing you actually do is move. Otherwise, everything is automatic. Well, it is Ascension Day, so let's go for Ascension. So you shoot automatically as you go on and on. The shots get more powerful through upgrading, and it is basically a huge power fantasy, and it's super addicting. But yeah, not very challenging and not very taxing on the brain, which makes it ideal for videos like this. But yeah, coming back on Vampire Survivors as it being a ripoff of that game, I remember a game, I actually have it on my Android phone for a couple of years now, which I guess Vampire Survivors kind of copied it from them, but even that, you know, it's probably not the first. What's it actually called? What's the name of that game? Let me just look it up. Where's my phone here? Right. Magic Survival, because of course it is. Really, game devs, if you want to improve on one thing, perhaps think about some more original names, because yeah, everything is either survival, survivor, survivor. Probably next month we will have a Outlasting the Undead or something like that. There's nothing like I want from this lot. Let's get some good stuff in here, game, please. Yeah, we can build on the passives. Let's just build on the passives and make it totally brain dead. But yeah, as you just saw, I just checked on my phone and nothing happened. You can't do that with Mega Man, for example. Uh, so yeah, that's why these games are just fun. Like putting on a podcast or something and just, you know, passively playing something. But it is a bit more involved and you see a bit more things happening than compared to like an idle game. It's just, yeah, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just addicting, even though there's basically no game here. And wouldn't it be amazing that some more experience is always nice. Wouldn't it be amazing if or just funny if at this moment you are listening to me and you are actually playing a game like this, you know, just having me on in the background. But anyway, the reason I chose this game to play real quick was just I wanted to make a little update video, give you guys an idea on what's been going on for me, because I had a bit of a rough week, I guess. Yeah, let's go for more. I mean, this is basically what my active skill is, so might as well add to that. But yeah, I am back in my own house again. The renovations are done. I actually got back last week, which in total it took like about 3 weeks for the total renovations to be done. In my house at least. I mean, the apartment complex itself is still being worked on very much, to my annoyance. But yeah, my house is actually quite an improvement. I mean, I got a new kitchen, got a new bathroom, got a new toilet, all the windows have been replaced, so the house will actually be a bit more easier to manage it when it comes to heat. You know, it won't leak as much heat as fast and it will be easier to ventilate. So that's all great, especially with the current energy prices. So that is nice. Now there is still a lot to do. Primarily I need to do some work in the kitchen or have that done because of a little miscommunication. Like the countertop, it was supposed to be sawed off so I could put my furnace there, but you know, a check mark was misplaced, so they didn't saw it off, and they couldn't remove the check mark after it was set. It's always stuff like that that just, you know, what can you do but laugh. I don't want either of these. I do want this one. Ooh, and we get a bonus. Nice. So I do want this one. And yeah, more size. I want the whole screen to be my passive ability. So yeah, I on the plus side, you know, I got now a reason to expand the counter even further. The downside is that I still can't really cook comfortably, and you know, you have to throw extra money at it again, so that's a bit of a bummer, but whatever. In the end, it'll just be an improvement overall, so we'll just focus on that. And not being able to cook is kind of also not a problem, because I don't tend to cook much, which is kind of the reason why I actually want to make more videos about food and cooking, just to have a more kind of force myself into having a better relationship with food again. Like, I love food, I love eating, I just can't do it a lot because well, basically in line with the rest of me, my stomach got all lazy and it just it doesn't work as fast anymore. So I can't take in a lot of food. I'm very full very quickly. So that kind of sucks, because you do like food, but you can't eat much of it. And if you eat too much, then it'll lead to some issues, some nasty issues. You know, you just get some nausea going on, and that's no good. So yeah, I really focus, like if I eat, I would just want to make it a special occasion as possible. So I figured, I hope to make some videos and embarrass myself with some horrendous cooking skills. Possibly being in the running for the worst cook on YouTube, who knows? But it'll be it'll be fun. I hope, at least. We'll see. I took a hit somewhere, I don't know where, which I can't do because I can't heal because of the perk I took at the beginning. So I want to be careful with that, I suppose. So another thing I really want to do, I've been really looking forward to, is like the balcony. I live on the 14th floor, so I have a nice balcony and a nice overview of the city, for all the good that's doing me. It's one of my staple jokes. If someone comes here and they compliment me on my view, oh really? Which most of the time embarrasses people right away. But like I have the balcony, and as I stated in my vlogs thingy, I don't go out too much to just conserve some energy, because if I do go out, if it's a special occasion for something, it's okay, I can do it, but it really takes a lot out of me, and I usually have some recovery time for a couple of days. So preferably I would like to spend that energy on stuff I enjoy doing. So I tend to go out less and less over the past few years, but being cooped up inside is no fun, so you just want to go out sometimes. So it would be great if I can make my balcony nice and green. But the problem was, like, as soon as I moved in here, like about 3 years ago, like a couple of months later, it got announced that they were going through these renovations. So I was like, damn, better wait until they're done. And then COVID hit and everything got delayed, and we all know those problems, unfortunately, I'm afraid. But yeah, so that is something that I am very much looking forward to, it getting a nice a little bit of an outside area. I want neither of these, so please give me something. There we go. Yeah, we're doing okay with the pickups here. Does this work? No, I'm going for the experience. I shouldn't get hit, that's the whole thing. Just don't get hit, Seb, then you have nothing to worry about. So yeah, nice sitting area would be nice, and I of course can also start working on some other rooms. I got more room in a different room where I can hopefully do some sound isolation and make a nice recording room. And possibly maybe a work room, I'm not sure yet. And another room I can eventually, it's like lowest on my to-do list when it comes to the house. But yeah, make a game room, that would be great as well. But yeah, the kitchen is priority, and then the balcony, and then we'll go from there. There's nothing I want from here, but I can try and up my HP, I guess. Can I heal through this? I guess I can't. Oh yeah, and I forgot to pick up the chest, that's why I got here. I can't heal, but I think it did increase my HP, so it did give me some more health at least. I don't want any of this scrap. No, thank you. I do want some more duration, I suppose. Now we take the chest, because if we take the chest, we can also get a level up. And I want neither of these, but I can't re-roll, so... oh well. Yeah, more size. Let's make this ridiculous. That's the great thing about these kind of games. Like, the screen will just get a ridiculous mess at the end. It's not... like, the survival part is not a matter of you surviving the enemies. Oh no, it's the other way around. So what else? Um, you know, the thing that I actually was kind of enjoying my time away from home because yeah, I'm back now and I'm immediately reminded that yeah, they are still busy on the apartment. So those 3 weeks were relatively easy on me. Like I could actually um, take a bit of a rest. And now every morning at 7 a.m. again with the drilling and the hammering and the shouting and complaining because you know they're the workers. They're not quiet when something goes wrong. And also there is a little elevator thing to lift up the materials, which is right outside of my bedroom. So the last couple of years I've also have been trouble sleeping, and now I have the issue that I can't sleep in the night and I can't really take much of a rest even on the day because it's just so noisy. So that's really kind of breaking me up at times, and but you know we will work through it. It's only one more month. They've actually been working on the complex since January, so yeah. I'll be glad if we're done with it. Which luckily the end is in sight. Yeah, let's just take the Curious Wisp upgrade. None of this. Yeah, let's upgrade that further. Look at that, starting to get nice and big and buff and ridiculous. I've also connected again my CDI, and unfortunately I've tried to record something, but I've run into a big snag in that my CDI has had some issues with reading discs properly, and it's really starting to get to a point where I just can't work with it anymore because unfortunately CDI has a very low tolerance when it comes to read errors. So as soon as one pops up, the disc tends to just kick you out and you have to play through the game again, and you know, depending on the game, that can be quite annoying. CDI is not known for having the most playable games, so yeah, that has been a bit of a pain in the ass, and I really need to have that fixed. It is something I cannot do it myself. I hope I can find someone who can fix it. Because I only have one CDI that I can actually save games, also through someone who has helped me tremendously. Arnold, if you're watching, you are awesome. I hope you can fix this as well for me and help me with that, but if not, I'll need to find someone who can, because yeah, this is really a problem. Now I have found a CDI for 50 somewhere in my boxes that actually does read the discs correctly, so I can start recording again, but of course that one can not save games, which is a bummer. And also the CDI for 50, I'm not actually sure why, but the video output, especially when it is playing FMV, is a bit less nice. I'm really not sure what is actually causing that. But yeah, the video footage just looks a bit more grainy, and I'm not sure why. But that's a bit of a downscale too from the 470. Unfortunately, what did I pick up? Like my active skill is going berserk. Ah, there, it stopped. Yeah, I'm not really paying much attention to the game at all, as you can see. I'm just talking. So yeah, I do hope to have more CDI content soon, but yeah, I hoped to have something out this week, but yeah, that's not happening because I still have to record the game. But we're working on it. It'll come. As long as I don't put any like musts up, for myself, I'm generally fine. But as soon as I put any pressure on myself, I start to run into a lot of stress, and I should really avoid that. Um, so in good time. Yeah, more size. Look at it. Look at that one skill. It's already kinda turning outside of the screen. It's supposed to be a circle, but now that I look at it, it looks more like an oval to me. But whatever. I keep forgetting to pick up the chest here. Let me get another level up and actually put some focus on this and actually do it. There's the level up. Let's go for ascension and now pick up the chest. Yeah. Yeah. Let's make the things more crazy that we already have. Faster expansion. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there's also I've instead of CDI, I've been playing some more indie games for a bit, just to break up the monotony of those CDI games. And I'm thinking that I might actually want to do some more reviews on indie games as well, because indie games are basically the only modern games that kind of interest me. Should I take more? Is it still going to matter a lot? No, we're just building on size. That's not to say that there's no interest from any so-called AAA games out there. It's just I can't deal with that crap. The whole market has just gone so sour and predatory, and I don't know, man. It just leaves a very sour taste in my mouth whenever I see new bigger games, and the only time when I actually get one is basically once they are out for a long time, so you can just buy it in a complete version with the DLC. You know, basically buy a full game for your price, like we used to. And yeah, I can't deal with all that crap, and also all the online functions and the insistence on microtransactions, which, you know, in my mind, ever since they came up with the term microtransaction, I was in my mind always thinking like, how is $2 microtransaction? That is not micro in my book, but whatever. No, we don't need more speed of any kind. I would like to actually enhance my basic skills so they get more ridiculous. So yeah, I tend to skip on the bigger titles and just enjoy the indie titles where there also seems to be just more originality and creativity still being poured into their projects, wherein the bigger titles tend to be more focused on, well, focus groups and testing through that. So you get less creativity and just more of the same old, he says, while playing a game that is very much copying a trend, but whatever. I still think, you know, a good steal is still better than a poor reinvention. But yeah, I might go and review some more indie games that actually interest me in some way as well. Probably mostly games that I actually enjoy, less so the games that I actually don't enjoy. Just the ones that for some reason enjoy. I have something worth talking about, I suppose. There's nothing I want from oh wait, size. Yeah, we need more size. We always need more size. I don't want any of these. I guess we can make things more ridiculous if I do find the spectral sword. More duration, why not? So yeah, otherwise I also want to look into more other retro stuff again, like play some more from other systems. I tried recording my Mister, which was its own challenge in and of itself, because um, I hooked it up and it didn't work. I'm like, okay, what the hell? What's happening here? I fiddled with it a bit and eventually got the screen working fine, but the audio was all off. It was just weird, and I had no clue what was going on. So I tried a different HDMI cable. I tried new drivers for my capture card, which actually ended up breaking everything. So shows me for having for trying to use the newest drivers. It's not always the best, apparently. So I had to roll back on that one. But it turned out that the Mister uses an ini file, and apparently I made a change in there to output crap. Is it 98 hertz? No, it should be 96, right? Crap, I forgot. Someone is going to correct me here in the comments, some audiophile. But yeah, I changed that setting and my TV supports it just fine. But I had totally forgotten that setting even existed. So yeah, changing that, it made it all perfectly fine again. So I can record some other game consoles as well through the Mister, and yeah, that would be great as well, just playing through some old NES games again, or Genesis, or whatever. Why am I moving so slow? Is the game crapping out because there's so much crap on the screen? I don't know. But whatever. We'll plow through it. I guess we can go with the pickups to make that a bit easier. And already I got a new level almost. And I was also interested to kind of hear from you guys. Like, I was skill size, yes please. It's pretty much all off of the screen now. But yeah, would you guys be interested if I made like possibly through some? Do I dare reroll? Yes. Do I regret rerolling? Yes. I was thinking of the idea like playing some like more popular like classics, which I'm actually not very good at, but or haven't even finished, and actually, you know, try to get good at those through the stream, possibly through some tips you guys can give me, and you know, just see if I can actually beat those games eventually, and possibly make an actual playthrough after that, where I actually show off that I can actually beat the games comfortably now, after about well, possibly 20 streams or so. I'm afraid. But yeah, think of games like, for example, Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, I have obviously played that, but have I actually beaten it? No. Yeah, take my gamer card right now. But yeah, I know that I could comfortably get through the game when I was little to like the final castle, but never had the patience to actually find my way through there. But yeah, I haven't played it in a long time, and I imagine that like even the first world is going to be an issue for me now. My gaming skills have not improved. I can't concentrate as well anymore. I don't have as much patience anymore. So, you know, it would be interesting to see if I can still manage to learn games well enough to get to a point where I can actually beat them again. Because I honestly, I don't know. But it would be cool to go through those games. Also think for games like Contra, for example. Never beat it. Castlevania. Here's a hot take. I don't like Castlevania that much because the controls are just complete bollocks. They're terrible. So I never really enjoyed playing it. But can I actually build up the skill to beat it? I don't know. So yeah, would you guys be interested to see something like that through stream, and then eventually a let's play where I actually show off that, look, I can actually play through those games now. The Mega Man series, like some Mega Man games I did beat, particularly 2 and 4 is the ones I'm most experienced with, and some I never played, like 3 for example. So you know, it would be great to go through that series and see how far I actually go. Crap, I'm out of rerolls. Now what do I do? Well, yeah, I guess we can use the shield. I mean, we're almost at the end of the game. The game's really starting to slow down. It's another thing, I really need a new PC. This PC is really starting to show its age. It's over 5 years old. I've been looking out for one for a while, but I can't figure out which parts, guys. If someone has a good build, let me know. Because I keep looking at builders and I can never decide. I figure that I do want one of the newer, is it called the Elder Lake? The new Intel processors, like the 12900. Am I saying that correctly? I really don't know. I've really been out of the loop when it comes to PC parts, and I also don't trust myself with building one anymore, so I need to find a shop with a nice assembly service, but you know, those are easy to find nowadays luckily, so that's no problem. But yeah, I need a nice processor because editing videos is a pain in the ass, because your preview, it really doesn't work anymore. It used to work, but then through updates it craps out, you know. Like Adobe Premiere worked a lot better a couple of years ago, let me tell you. And it still works well, but you need to update your damn hardware. It's more ridiculous with my laptop actually, which I used to have for when I wanted to edit something on the go. But when I edit now something on my laptop, it won't even start up anymore. Premiere just says, nah, you got an old Intel processor, and we don't deal with those anymore. Those integrated graphic cards, screw that. So either get a new PC, we ain't working again. Thanks, Adobe. Oh crap, there's the boss. Yeah, I want to be mildly careful here because I cannot heal, but shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, I need a new PC. Don't matter much about the video card actually, which is of course the usual big spender, but yeah, that's one of the advantages when you have poor sight. I really don't care much about resolution, so don't care too much about having the biggest video card. So yeah, if you have any ideas for a good PC build that is quiet, because I also always have to treat my audio a bit, because my current PC sounds like a freaking jet engine. This is the last time I will use liquid cooling in an attempt to cut down on noise, because it's ridiculous. If you have a good idea for a build, do let me know, but yeah, that is something I need to look into soon. Anyway guys, this has been me rambling on for a while. I hope you kinda enjoyed it, and if you did so, well, let me know. And you will see me next time. Thank you very much for watching, and until that time, take care. Bye bye for now, de mazzel.